Hello, my fellow netizens. Thank you for joining me today. Before I share my thoughts, I want to make one thing clear. This is my perspective and my commentary notice. This content reflects my personal interpretation, observations, and perspectives. It is not an official statement from BTS, Hype, or any of the members. Everything shared here is based on my own analysis and viewpoint as a fan and a commentator. So let's start with Lamron. Lamron isn't just normal reversed, as many of us might think. It's the collapse and inversion of identity itself. It's the forward facing idol turned backwards into the private human, the polished persona slipping into its shadow. Fame and anonymity grinds against each other. Love and hate orbit the same center. Adoration sharpens into scrutiny. Lamron is the mirror that reflects everything BTS lives through, revealing the tension between who they must be and who they actually are. Okay, so let's push Lamron a little farther. If normal represents the human experience, then Lamron is its idol shaped counterpart, the version of life bent under fame. Normal is what they wish life could feel like. Lamron is what it actually becomes. Privacy turns public, rest becomes performance, home dissolves into hotel rooms, love mutates into obsession, and hate becomes fuel. What should feel normal instead becomes surreal. Lamron is the idol's reality. Normal is the human desire they're reaching for. So, again, here we are. Let's take Lamron even deeper. If Lamron is the cipher for the world sees us backwards, then this contrast is the proof. Fans see perfection, glamour, confidence, control, and stability, but the members live exhaustion, distortion, scrutiny, pressure, and loneliness. Lamron exposes that reversal. It's the reminder that what the world celebrates is not always what they experience, and that perception and truth often move in opposite directions. I want to take Lamron and I want to take it into its shadow form. Lamron is the negative to normal's developed photo, the raw, unprocessed truth before it's turned into something beautiful. That's why the teaser leans on film strips, inverted colors, blurred frames, analog textures, and reversed text. A film negative shows what the eye isn't meant to see, and Lamron does the same. It's the emotional reality beneath the idle image, the unfiltered version of fame, the parts we're never shown. Normal is the polished picture. Lamron is the shadow that exposes what lies underneath. So let's think of this commentary as sort of a fame situation in reverse. It reverses the basic laws of living. As we know it, our lives are normal. We know that effort leads to praise, Rest leads to recovery, and success leads to celebration. Cause and effect behaving the way they're supposed to. But under Lamron, those rules collapse. Success becomes a trigger for attack. Rest becomes a reason for criticism, and work drains instead of rewards. It's a system where every action is flipped, where the idol's reality moves in the opposite direction of what a human life should actually feel like. Lamron exposes the reversal, the emotional physics of fame, bending everything backward. So here we have Lamron signals that the music video is preparing to reveal the uncomfortable side of the story, normal. The song is emotional, raw, and vulnerable, but Lamron, the teaser, uses a visual language built on discomfort, and together they suggest that the music video will explore fame distortion, identity fragmentation, emotional inversion, psychological pressure, and the cost of living a life that can never be considered normal. And in my opinion, Lamron is not just a word, it is the music video's warning label for the truth we are about to see. So let me be clear. As Army, we're always trying to understand BTS as deeply as we can. But Lamron reminds us that there are parts of their reality we simply aren't meant to see. It's not a criticism, it's a truth we share. We think we know they're normal, but we're often shown the Lamron, the version that is curated, the version that's protected and it's reversed. So to me, this feels like a call out and more like a quiet challenge, a reveal, even a confession. It's BTS saying there's more beneath the surface, and we're finally ready to show you. So, when I think about Lamron, to me, it feels like a mirror that's being held up to all of us in the fandom. As Army, we often see BTS through the lenses of everything extraordinary, legendary, iconic, and untouchable. But BTS sees themselves through a very different lens, I believe. They're tired, overwhelmed, they're human, and they're also fragile. Lamron flips that image back to reality, not to criticize us, but to remind us that what we celebrate isn't always what they live. It's a moment of honesty where we're invited to share with them, not a divide between us. So, Normal and Lamron are the axis of the Arirang era, the place where identity, heritage, struggle, and belonging all meet. They're the point where every theme turns inward and asks the real questions. Who am I when the world sees me backwards? What becomes normal when fame rewrites every rule? What stays real when everything around me is inverted? This isn't surface level symbolism, and it's not just normal spelled backwards. It's the era's core message, the emotional truth I believe BTS is finally willing to show. So let's try to understand this. Lamron, it's not a cute trick or a simple reversal. It's a point where BTS turns normal inside out. It works like a code, a mirror, a negative, a shadow, a psychological inversion, and a commentary on fame all at once. Lamron isn't just normal backwards, it's the normal revealed, and inside the bones, the truth beneath the surface, it tells a story. So if normal is the skin, then Lamron is the x ray. Normal is what the world sees. Lamron is what's underneath, the part that shows the structure, the strain, and the reality that can't be hidden. So, guys, thank you for taking this journey with me. If this breakdown gave you something to think about, feel free to leave your comments, like the video, share it with someone who might appreciate it, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss what's coming next. Thank you again. I appreciate your time.